Hello and welcome. As a hotel AI expert, I'm really pleased to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to your online learning journey with us. Today, we're going to dive into one of the most powerful transformations happening in our industry, a real game changer, the new science of pricing. This quote right here, it says it all. It perfectly captures the high-stakes world of hotel revenue management. See, unlike a product you can put back on a shelf, a hotel room is perishable. It has an expiration date, and that date is midnight, every single night. This is exactly why pricing isn't just a task, it's a science. And today, that science is being completely revolutionized by AI. So here's our roadmap for this session. We'll start by unpacking this new pricing science. Then we'll look under the hood at how the AI actually works. After that, we'll talk about the key companies you'll run into, discuss your role in all of this, and finally, we'll look ahead to the next frontier, total revenue management. So let's get started. First off, it's so important to grasp just how massive this shift is. For years, hotel pricing was, well, kind of a reactive art form, right? It was based on gut feelings and what happened last year. Now, it's a predictive, data-driven strategy that operates in real time. And this really breaks it down for you. On the left, you've got the old way, the traditional model. Picture a manager, maybe buried in spreadsheets, looking at last year's numbers to manually tweak the rates. It's completely reactive. But on the right, that's the AI model. It's predictive. It uses algorithms to crunch millions of real-time data points to see market shifts coming before a human ever could. So the key thing to understand here is that this isn't just some fancy upgrade. It's an absolute strategic necessity. I mean, the global travel market operates at the speed of light. To even compete, hotels need a pricing strategy that can keep up. It's really the only way you can truly maximize that all-important metric of profitability, TRevPAR, or total revenue per available room. Okay, so how does it actually do all this? Well, the best way to think about an AI pricing system is as the hotel's super sophisticated nervous system. And it's built on three core pillars that let it sense, think, and act with just incredible speed and precision. These three pillars are, first, the system has to ingest a massive amount of real-time data. Second, it uses all that data to autonomously set dynamic prices. And third, it segments guests algorithmically to offer the right price to the right person at the perfect time. Let's dig into that first pillar, the data. I mean, just look at the sheer scope of information the AI breathes in. It's so much more than your own booking pace. We're talking hyperlocal weather, which could totally influence last-minute weekend trips. We're talking flight capacity into your city, what local events are happening, what your competitors are doing minute by minute, even macroeconomic stuff like currency fluctuations for your international guests. It's all being analyzed constantly. And this is where the action happens. Based on all that data it's pulling in, the system adjusts rates by the minute. So for instance, it might spot what we call a velocity spike. Say 5 rooms suddenly book in 10 minutes for a random Tuesday 3 weeks from now. The AI instantly sees that surge in demand and starts incrementally bumping up the rate, testing the market to find out exactly how much people are willing to pay in that specific moment. Now, of course, hotels aren't building this tech in-house. It comes from specialized companies that have spent years perfecting these algorithms. As you move into your careers as managers, you will absolutely come across these industry power players. Let's do a quick look at 3 of the leaders you'll definitely see out there. First up, you've got Duetto. They pioneered something called open pricing, which gives you the freedom to price different room types independently. Then there's Ideas, which is all about price optimization, finding that absolute sweet spot, the price with the highest chance of getting booked. And then there's RateGain, which is fantastic at market intelligence. It basically acts like a team of digital scouts, watching your competitors' every move. So this brings us to the really critical question, right? What's your role going to be in an environment driven by AI? The big takeaway here is that your job is going to shift. It moves away from the tactical, day-to-day data entry and into the strategic. You become the pilot, the one who oversees the AI's strategy. In practice, this really comes down to 3 key responsibilities. First, you'll make sure there's deep data integration. You need a perfect handshake between the AI, your property management system, your PMS, and your central reservation system, the CRS. Second, you monitor performance. You'll set the guardrails, the minimum and maximum prices, to guide the AI's logic. And third, and this is the fun part, you'll lead strategic experiments. You can use the AI to A/B test promotions and get real hard data on what's actually working. All right, finally, let's look to the horizon. Because the principles we've been talking about, well, they're already expanding way beyond just the guest room. The future, and honestly the present in many top hotels, is something we call total revenue management. So what does that actually mean? It means taking these same incredibly powerful algorithms and applying them to every single revenue stream. Imagine dynamic pricing for spa appointments based on real-time demand, or for meeting rooms, or even for the tables in your restaurant. It's about optimizing the revenue from every square foot of your property. And this is really the ultimate benefit of it all. When you have a system that has truly mastered the complicated math of pricing, it frees you and your team up to focus on what we do best in this industry. And that is creating the magic of an unforgettable guest experience. The technology handles the numbers so that we, the people, can handle the people. So I'll leave you with this question to think about as you continue on your professional journey. As these powerful tools take on more and more of the heavy analytical work, how will you use that freedom to innovate, to connect with guests, and to truly master the art and the magic of hospitality? Thank you so much for joining this session. I wish you all the very best in your studies and your future careers.